From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Cougars and the Eagles. Now, here is Bobby Witt Jr.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Strikes the plate, and we're underway. Up and
Ball.
in, and it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2-1.
That one not close. And a count 2-1. Swing and a
right.
miss at 100 miles an hour.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got
Here.
him swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Towards first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. Steps on first for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. McCutchen measures 5 feet 10 inches.
No balls, 1 strike.
Old, a former first-round pick back in 2005. Big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone.
0-2.
Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that's
1-2
in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. And now
That's
it's
a
even
ball.
up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's off
Ball.
the inside corner, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
And a pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Triple digits. We go to the bottom of the first. And now the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That misses
That
the
missed.
zone,
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
1-0.
The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone.
1 ball, 2
all
strikes.
Game. If hitters will chase it, that's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Got him. And there's 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Over to Ruth.
Oh.
Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. What a stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, and here's the first baseman, Babe Ruth. Painter back to work. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong pulls it down, and there's 1 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. And that in there for strike one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And it's fouled away.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing and a miss. 100. No chance. So 2 down now, and here is Ken Griffey Jr. And that hits the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Score here in the second. And ball one. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1-2's the count.
Tried hitting 101, and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout. Bottom of the second, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round
It's 0-1.
St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin.
Great!
Swings through that one for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one. Here's Jose Ramirez. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball one. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1-2's the count.
Fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a 1-2. And that one
that
just missed off the outside edge.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where the pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
So digging in, Ozzie Smith. And that is that. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. All set for the start of the inning. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Just
That's
missed.
a ball.
Albies is playing on the road, so
1 ball, no
that
strikes.
means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Just
No, that
misses.
missed. That's a ball.
And that's ball 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And here is Logan O'Hoppe. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Crawford on the move to the gap. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia. And now here is Jason Varitek. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, puts it away for the out. Justin Crawford will hit next. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. And there's the strike.
Burns, like a lot of guys in the majors,
0-1.
played several sports growing up. He was a really good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look at his build. But ultimately, he chose to pursue a career in baseball.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So up next, Tim Raines. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Out to short. Hit over to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Crawford makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Bellinger measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Late with the swing there.
Well, less responsibility
1-2
for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
The 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Barrett gathers, goes to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Here's McCutchen. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Foul ball there.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone?
Ball, that's
we'll
in.
see, but I think they have to. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. De La Cruz.
That's a ball.
In the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then
High
by
two.
the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
1-2's the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here is Freddie Freeman. That one drifts inside.
Had some cut action to it.
1-0.
Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swung on, belted. And that one is off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And that's a 2-out double. It's their first hit of the game.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with it.
It's 0-1.
He dives in safely.
Hey.
Next off,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's one missing
ball.
Inside.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job.
And plenty of time to first. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's going to be Babe Ruth. Painter back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Way out front for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first.
Got him.
Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And now the DH, Anthony Santander.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. And that
1-1.
skips in the dirt. That one misses.
2-1.
2-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Gets to it on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Ken Griffin. Felix Bautista on a pitch out of the pen here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
Ouch,
That got him. Take your base.
Got him. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. First pitch.
No, that missed.
Just
That's a ball.
misses.
what's a good pitch there.
1 ball, no
Really had
strikes.
some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Well, these
No
players
balls, 1
just
strike.
aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one.
That's
just
in,
one
ball.
base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable
Ball.
of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Next one
That
misses.
missed. That's a ball.
3-1.
3-1. Aye. Full count.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The shortstop takes the ball. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Outside.
Nope, that's outside.
Now
Ball.
3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Count's full.
Ramirez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball four to a
Take your
board.
base.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Varitek can't hold up,
0-1.
and that's a strike. That misses
That's
the
a
zone,
ball.
and the count is 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He got away
1
with
and 2
one
is the
there,
count.
but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like
Ball.
this.
And a good eye there. De La Cruz. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So bases all loaded up. Crawford now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Puts a bunt down. Albies to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He's safe.
First and second, no outs. Now it's going to be Tim Raines. That one fouled off. One away. So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Both two in this one. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with two already in to score. Last half of inning number 5. Ball one there.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Nope, ball.
Missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One run across. The throw in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked.
Rudder takes off. Pitching for a strike.
0-1.
Tries to get back and
he's in there.
De La Cruz over at first with one away. Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Runner on the go again. Pitch
That's
misses.
up. That's a ball. No, he's safe.
Not even close. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. In the dirt. One out and a runner at second. Griffey on his horse. Can't get there. It gets down. He's in there.
He's in there. Safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up
0 balls, 1 strike.
Wide throw, and it gets away. Man at second. In the dirt, but kept close. Off the mark there. And it's 1-2. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And it gets by him. The run comes in to score from second, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with a pitch in that location.
That missed. That's a ball.
Up to hit for the third time as he
1-0.
lays off inside, ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball.
Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
2-2. Ball. We got a full count.
Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out out of here. Home run.